channel. Hi guys, happy Sunday. The time is gone 7 past 12, 7 past 12 midnight. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. Oh my goodness, for some of you, it's probably still Saturday, but over here, it's now 12, just 12 midnight. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening. So yeah, hey guys, please like the video, subscribe to my channel as you join this live stream tonight. Happy Saturday. Guys, I do not understand how a discussion on child molestation would actually get people to protest. What are you protesting about? Come on, guys. There's nothing nice about a child being molested. There's absolutely nothing. So you can protest. I know that those that are protesting, right? They are just not the people. If you would protest child molestation, because I've spoken about child molestation and then you feel some type of way, trust me, the feeling is mutual because honestly, I wouldn't want a person like that watching me either. Oh, oh, I beg your pardon. Because, guys, it is the same thing in principle. So, a person who would condone somebody who would do that to a child, right, and then harm the child to death, if you're gonna feel some type of way because I've talked about it, trust me, that's not the company I want either. That the feeling is mutual. The feeling is mutual. But my question is, YouTube, why YouTube is my channel set to be watched by predators? YouTube, what is going on? Why is my channel? Why do I have a why do why is it that my channel looks like the only people that could watch me are predators? Look, if you are, that's what you are. Honestly, the feeling is mutual. So no, I wouldn't want to profit or to, any likes or subscribes from individuals like that. So trust me, the feeling is mutual. So you support, you get angry because I've talked about people who molest children and the issue is online. You protest, please don't come back because that is not what I want. But YouTube, why do I have perverts? Why is it that I'm only getting views from a bunch of perverts? Where is the actual organic viewing, YouTube? Because not everybody has gone to sleep. Not everybody has gone to sleep. And today is Saturday. I should be able I should be able to use my voice. There's so many people who have literally brought in even pictures of this child. So why can I not talk about that? Because I have a bunch of predators, I have a bunch of dirty people who watch me. But why am I not open to an actual organic viewing? Why do I have cults? Why do I have people with those rotten morals? Yeah, I mean, you have rotten morals, right? First of all, you cannot bring a child into a perverted, dirty relationship like that and then use a child as a toy. I'm sorry, guys, you don't have to watch me. Just as well, you really don't have to come back. Why do I have a lot of pretenders here that you come to watch me? I talk about the death of a child who's been molested by two gay men, and then people get angry. So, do you want me to say they did a good thing to that child? What about if that child was you? What, think about it. What about if that child was you? Would you have lived? So why would you protest watching my channel? YouTube, Why is my channel limited to a bunch of people who watch me for all the wrong reasons? Truly, I should be watched by, you know, my videos should be suggested to a real audience, not blocked from a real audience and be connected to cults and child predators, right? I just want organic views, YouTube. I do not want nobody from the cult. I do not want nobody from child molesters. You don't, people don't protest watching your YouTube channel because they've heard you say gay men are bound to sexually molest children. Those are not my words. They are coming from GB. GB, go on GB News and find out. They are the ones, GB News, they're the ones that are saying gay men are the ones that are prone to abusing children. But because in the UK, about inclusiveness, about whatever else, right? Then they put young children in harm's way. That's not me saying that. That is GB. GB News. So you can go to GB News. There is a heated argument there. Okay, so yeah, the wrong. Hey Ray, how are you, my darling? The wrong people. No, I do not. Look, if you can get angry because I've brought up a video from GB News that says that gay men are prone to molest children, so they shouldn't be given children. How is that? Why would you get angry with me? Because you want me to hold the same views as you? Because you know what? Because you know what? If that's who you are, honestly, I don't even want those views because I'm telling you, it is the same thing in principle. When you are done supporting child molesters, you will you will even condone the offing of somebody's life. You can equally do me harm, right? If you think the death of a child at the hands of predators, yeah, you think it's something that we should all hush about. It's not a secret. It is online. It is online. And yes, UK, the world is watching. UK, something has gone drastically wrong. It has gone drastically wrong. Why would anybody protest? Why would anybody protest that I got involved? I'm not a cult, and certainly I wouldn't condone that. So if I've got real authentic viewers and I've just literally repeated what is being said on GB News, okay? There's a there's a discussion on GB News, okay, about the fact that gay men are the ones who are prone to sexually abuse children. And I've had some gay men here coming to tell me how they made their boyfriend pregnant. Like, please don't come back and say things like that. Hey, video, how are you? Oh, this is AI. Okay, interesting. So, guys, please tell me, GB News is talking about two gay men, okay, who adopted a child and then um, SA assaults on a child, and that child has died. Brutal injuries all over the body. And I'm just repeating that. And then people are going to protest that because I've said what people are saying on GB News. That's a pediatrician. He said a pediatrician talking about the fact that it's not safe to give children to gay men. It's not coming from me, right? It's not coming from me. That is what was being said on GB News. So why? Because I have said it. Look, I'm not a part of child molesters. Neither am I a part of a cult that abuses children. Broken bones, bruises on the forehead, bruises in the limbs, in the little legs. How is that? How is any of that good? But remember, that discussion was being had by a pediatrician. That discussion was being had by a pediatrician and her panel of, other people. So why would then me talking about it, why would then that have people protest? Who are you guys that come to watch me? Why are you trying to put a why are you trying to censor me? Why? It's on the news. Hello, wake up. Wake up, world. It is on the news. Okay, it is on the news. Thousands of videos have been made about how this child was molested and how he died. So, why are people protesting? YouTube, where is my organic viewers? Why do you have people who want to hear what I'm saying about them, whether I'm going to talk about what they did to me and mention their name? Why is it that my channel is limited to people like that? Why can you not just let my channel, YouTube, flow organically like everybody else? Why? Hi, James. How are you, darling? Why YouTube? No, people are not sleeping. In fact, today is Saturday. People are off work. This is the time when people are actually should be watching, uh, you know, videos online, especially people live streams. So why YouTube is my channel just limited to a bunch of cult members who are afraid about me speaking up about what it is they've done to me? Hi, Srin. Hi, darling. How are you? Why YouTube? Who paid? Who paid? Which member of staff was paid by YouTube? Okay, because something is wrong. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome once again, guys. I'm just asking this simple question, guys. I've simply talked about what's the discussion that was being had on GB News. Okay, and that discussion, if you listen to it carefully, I'm not the one who started that discussion, but I do agree with what that pediatrician was saying about children, because she's literally furious. She literally took her wig off, not literally, so to speak, right? So yeah, why would I have people protesting? And who are these people? YouTube. Who? Why have you blocked my visibility? Let me have a voice, YouTube. Nobody has a right to pay any member of staff at YouTube to block my visibility. Nobody has a right to do that. So I would like my visibility, organic visibility, just let it flow. I do not want connected to a cult that are hiding abuse. There's so much abuse in the UK. So much abuse being fed to crocodiles in the UK, in the zoo. In the UK, in the zoo. And the person who tries to feed a child to crocodiles, guess what? They are not even interviewed. They are not even arrested. So who's behind it? Who's behind it? Social workers. Guys, I'm not supposed to be having this uh, live stream again. I think I did it already. But after that, I had my visibility literally impaired. YouTube, who paid you? Is this a nasty police officer who told you that I'm crazy to block my visibility? Let me say this. They are afraid because of the things they've done to me. They don't know what it is that I am going to say. Am I going to mention their name? YouTube, you cannot participate in that. Certainly, the member of staff that has been used to block my visibility, you are here right now. You can hear me. Trust me, you can't receive money to affect my channel. And by the way, also you've stolen my watch hours. My watch hours went up to 2066. Where have you taken my watch hours? They are now to 2048. YouTube, what is going on? I have evidence, and I'm going to put that evidence online. Ladies and gentlemen, let's like the video, subscribe, put that notification button on. No, you're not going to silence me, YouTube. I will come out the other way. I will come out the other way and show all this evidence. So you might as well just leave me alone to do my live streams. You will not censor me. Let's not lie. Abuse is abuse, right? A social worker in that child knew that that child was being molested. It's the same people, right? Cults in the UK, cults in the UK who abuse children. Cults, they're in institutions, social services, the police, wherever else. The royal family, some are there. Exactly, exactly. And you want us all censored. Hi, Labina. How are you, my darling? You want us all censored. How can you censor a, a murder of a child? People putting private parts in a child's mouth, in a child's throat, until until a child suffocates. Wow, ridiculous. Is this why that child was even given to those two crazy men? Is that the reason? Couldn't we have a man and a woman married to each other, a couple, heterosexual, uh, you know, relationship? Couldn't have social services done that? Clearly, that child, his existence has been pretty traumatic. He can't be with his mother because his mother has this criminal record, a big one, a murder of an elderly woman. That's not a child's fault. He knows nothing about it. So, how unstable did I mean? How destabilizing? Who made these decisions? Which county? Which borough? Which county? Which borough was this child under? Which social worker? I mean, answers needs to be provided. Answers need to be provided, guys. We know. We know that these institutions, they are sick. We have sick people working in these institutions. They collaborate to do evil. Who are you guys? You know, guys, I now believe what people say that, there's reptilians working in these. Some of these people you call police officers are not even. I used to think, are you crazy? Are you listening to what these people are saying? They're saying most of these officers are not even human. They are reptilians. They've even said it with the royal family, that they are reptilians. Do you know, a statement like that, I used to think like, are you okay? Uh, these institutions are run by reptilians. There's somebody who even went ahead and said, if you look at some of their ears, you will see the shape of their ears is different. And I'll just laugh it off. Institutions that are sick. You guys are not powerful. You guys are sick. Very, very sick to the core. And you can't even hide it. But you know what? UK, judgment is coming. Judgment from the heavens. You can't take children's lives like that. You cannot allow these institutions to move babies around, to be murdered, to be used as sex toys. All that, the banging of the child's head. the bruising of the child's, body, breaking bones of a child. Within 3 weeks, a child had broken bones, right? So you can't allow that. Oh no, we didn't allow it. No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you what happens. Please don't bring that here. You're a vet. Don't bring that here. Go and tell your mother to show you whatever you suckled. Please don't bring it here. Listen, guys. Listen. And listen very carefully. If, if the system, whether it's through the police or social services, is committing injustice, okay, God brings judgment on the entire nation. UK, judgment is coming. And I'm telling you, judgment isn't far. Judgment isn't far. Look at even the reaction from these cult members that come to watch me. You'll be hearing tomorrow, oh, did you hear? She's hallucinating. She's crazy. Talk about, mention the word cult. They will be lying that you are mentally unstable. Guys, you want to go to Lorraine the Insider. She's a YouTuber. And Sean Atwood. They talk about cults. They talk about how evil the institutions in the UK are. And sadly for me, any institution I try to access a service from, they'll put black men or women on the front line to deal with me so they don't look like it's racist. I'm about to download information that is going to shock you. You can watch me all you like. I want, for me, guys, let me say this to you. You want, for example, job center, okay, landlords, you will not do me harm and think that it will go unannounced. No, it will not. It will not. So you tell me, guys, just like the video right now, I don't even want to mix up issues. I would like to talk about baby Preston and that baby who was thrown fed to crocodiles. Why, YouTube? Where is my viewers? Where is my visibility? I do not want cult members. I do not want people who pretend to come and watch me. Oh, Sarah, this. No, I know who you are. You are a cult member. You are looking for me to say things and then you record me so you can say, look, oh, she needs to be in the hospital. You use mental health services to murder people? Is that what you do? When now your black magic has failed, right? You're trying to set accidents on the road has failed. Now I'm say what I'm saying, then you want to say, oh no, those are hallucinations. No, UK, judgment is coming. You cannot be getting children fed to crocodiles. They only show me that isn't some blood sacrifice by actually showing us that the perpetrator was literally arrested. UK, what is going on? What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, like, you know what? Some of us have that sixth sense and we know what's going on. I'm not going to sit here and say, UK, what is going on? We all know what is going on. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe to my channel. Let me get my water. Let me get my water. I better get my visibility here because otherwise, no way. No way, no way, no way. I'm not buying that. I am not buying it. I am not buying it. Okay? Yeah. So you want me to keep silent about a murder of a child? And actually, it's not me who is saying those things. That gay men shouldn't be given children to adopt, right? Because they are prone to sexually abuse children. That's what the pediatrician on GB Jibin, you said. I didn't say that. Okay? But still, I don't agree with the fact that children should be dying. Right? I don't agree with that. So you want me to what? To bypass that? And then we're just saying hello, good morning. So we sound what? We sound nice? What's nice about that? Guys, let's like the video. Oh, she's crazy. No, 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 no. I hate what God hates. The murder of a child is a serious matter before God. And you know what? Go to these videos. You need maybe to research. You need, as I said in my earlier video, that the child, before he died that day, the child had been sexually molested at least twice or more on that day. Why? He was examined. He was examined. I'm just wondering whether, when that drama queen, the so called daddy, how can a man pretending to be a girl, you know, like, come on. So, how is it my fault? How is it? So, because I've talked about it? So, you don't think that that child had a right to live? No wonder why judgment is coming. Because you are all condoning. You are all condoning. No, a gay couple has a right to raise a child. Is that what you are saying to that pediatrician? Because that pediatrician was arguing with the other bloke, the other black guy, right? The black guy didn't even listen to what the pediatrician was saying. He just started to argue, which I disagree with him, right? Exactly. So why do you think I can't discuss it on my channel? Because what? Because I'm brown, or because my channel is small? Why? Or is it because you guys, you've got things to hide? Abuse is abuse. Abuse of an adult. Some of you are going to pay me a lot of money. There's so many boroughs and councils and landlords. I am telling you, you're not going to be able to kill me. I will take you to court. That police officer who's engaged you in my abuse to lie that I owe rent when I don't owe rent. Guys, tell me something. When rent, you are paying rent 201 pence per month. 201 pence per month. Add that by 4. How much is that? I believe it's 804 pence. The landlord was saying it's 877 pence. Just add it. Take your calculator. Take your calculator. And then rent is raised from 201 per week to 211 pounds a week. How much is that? It's at least 844 pounds per month. The landlord was saying, if you add this, it goes to 800 to 914. Can you believe that, guys? Okay, I will show you the paperwork. Oh, let me show you the email. Let me show you the email, right? So try me. Try me. I am taking you guys to court. I will take you guys to court. I am not done. And then for those of you that are supposed to be processing my rent payments, and you are deliberately delaying that, I have all this evidence. Trust me, I'm not talking about that today. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not proud. I'm not proud, I'm not pompous. But you will not abuse me. So if you thought I was illiterate, I can read bank statements. And then I have a one-bedroom flat, guys. Let me show you my home. Guys, this is my kitchen, okay? This is my kitchen. This is my living room, okay? This is my living room, all right? Okay, This is the hallway. I do not have 2 bedrooms. This is the hallway. You understand that? That's not a bedroom, okay? There's 2 doors here. One, I've showed you that. That isn't a bedroom. Do you see that? That isn't a bedroom. Okay, that is waiting for, what do you call it? Waiting for wardrobes. This is my bathroom. Do you see that, guys? So, these little rooms, that's the bathroom, okay? That is, you've seen what these doors are, and that's the main entrance door. Do you see this, guys? Do you see this? And this is my bedroom. Let me stand here. This is my bedroom, okay? So, okay, this is my bedroom, just one. I have 1 bedroom, guys, okay? Right, now listen to this, guys. Apparently, somebody, I believe it's the landlord, somebody reported that I have 2 bedrooms. Okay, after the rent increase, somebody reported that I have 2 bedrooms. And I have said I do not have 2 bedrooms. And because of that, the rent payment is being delayed, and I'm being told to talk to the landlord about agreeing how many bedrooms I have. I've just showed you this is a 1 bedroom flat. So why would somebody at the accounting office, at the landlord's accounting office, I don't think landlord will be aware, be saying to Universal Credits that I have 2 bedrooms? Guys, also on top of that, why would okay, just add these up, guys. Add the maths. Rent 201 pence per week. How much is that per month? It's 804 pence. Okay? The person who wrote to me from the office, the accounting office at the landlord, okay, said 204, okay, times 4 is actually 873 pounds 73 pence. Get your calculator out. 201 pence per week times 4. Tell me what the answer is. And then the rent is raised from 201 to 211 pounds. Between 211 and 209 pounds. If you add 211 or 209 pounds, you will get about 844. But the landlord said no. If you add this, not the landlord, the accounting thingy. They said if you add this figure after the rent increase, you pay 914 pounds. Guys, honestly, now listen to me. If you are the ones that are watching me here and you think you are going to put me on the streets with lies, that police officer, okay, Hayden, has come here. He's infiltrated the Universal Credit. People would deal with my application. He's infiltrated with somebody in the office at the accounting with the landlord. Trust me. I report a crime to police. I'm being attacked in Sainsbury's here. I call the police. Police don't turn up. Trust me. It's not me you're going to abuse. It is not me you are going to abuse. So I know why you come to watch. I know why you block my visibility. Guys, like the video, subscribe, and put the notification button on. You know what? You don't want to get into trouble. Do not commit the crime. So they wanted to take this home from me secretly, and they wanted to profit off of me. The benefit system wouldn't know, at least the people that are involved in the crime. The actual landlords that are not involved in the crime wouldn't know. On top of that, they would want to use my details to claim benefits to live in this flat as me. They've done it before. It's not happening, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. I received a call from a very angry woman trying to threaten me. I recorded it. Okay? And this happened about the 26th, on the 26th of May. And up to now, the rent increase at job center, it hasn't been resolved. They are simply still sending me a notification to say I need to agree with the landlord what the rent amount is and how many bedrooms I have. I have uploaded to job center a tenancy agreement, and it shows the number of bedrooms. I have also uploaded a document from the landlord that indicates that they want me to be paying rent. You know, those calculations I've given you. So per week, they are saying it's £211. Saying if you say 211 times 4, they are saying you get 914. No, you get 844 pounds. You understand that, guys? So this woman called me, pretending they can't get hold of me. We send you mail. The letterbox is broken. The neighbors are stealing my mail. Just like at the other address. If I try to leave my flat, follow me. Sexually assault me in Marks and Spencer, in a supermarket. Guys, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. So many police officers in the UK go on YouTube accused of sexual assaults of women. Not just women, but even other police officers. For example, a 17-year-old young, whatever he had joined, she was joining the force. A man old enough to be her father, maybe her father will be younger than that man, was saying, "Oh, come and sit on daddy's lap," like filthy. Okay, it's on YouTube. This is in the UK. She reports that, okay, to the police force she was working for. Okay, so took her in the car. She was on training. Come, I show you. Come, things like that. What about Sarah Everett? What about Sarah Everett? Do you know that? What about the guy called Tariq? It's not just social services. And now, when people say, you know what, reptilians work in these institutions, I agree. Before, I used to think, these people are crazy. Do I think that now? No, I don't. No, I don't. And some people would say, like Sarah, look at their ears. Like even these police officers, look at their ears. They are like an animal. And I would be like, guys, where are you getting that? I mean, I've got some little pretty ears though. I do. I do have little pretty ears. But yeah, so I started to look at those ears. I was intrigued by them. And this person who used to tell me these stories, right? They are British. And it says, Sarah, I want you to start to look at their ears. You will see. Because also I look at my ears and I'm thinking, yeah, I think my ears are shaped really nice. And then I'm thinking, yeah, these ears are large. If they're not large, they are sort of like, before I didn't believe it. It's the abuse of children. It's like, literally, guys, when you see parents fighting police officers. Social services will call police to take people's children away from them. When you see locals fighting hard, like you are not having my child, they know exactly why social services is procuring that child. And that child is going to be going through molestation. Now, a vulnerable child like the Preston baby with a mother with a criminal record, whatever she did, I mean, that's wrong. But she was a teenager and she served a sentence. I know that's wrong. That's why I'm saying this child, right, with a mother with a record like that, plus, maybe because of that, I mean, you can see on some of the videos that even her physicality, you can see that she's on drugs, right? Maybe if she was just on drugs, probably she can be placed in a rehab so she can clean up and for once care for her baby. But no, it's because of her past, how she was involved in a murder of an elderly lady. I think she was 14 when this happened. The pair, her friend was also 14. Okay? They befriended this elderly lady and then they murdered her. Okay? Then the mother, this girl's mom, this baby's grandma. I mean, she's not a criminal. All she has is cancer. The woman said, "Give me the baby." They said no. Right? Who are they procuring that child for? The UK has a record. Look, in America, we have Virginia Giuffre at 16, and the legal age in America is more than 16. Right? Look who was involved in procuring Epstein little girls. It wasn't an American woman. She's actually British. Guys, what is wrong with the UK? UK, judgment is coming. It is coming. Don't you worry. It's going to be at a larger scale than Epstein files. It's going to be at a larger scale than Diddy Combs. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of nothing. I know a lot of people are afraid to talk about these things. I'm not. Try me. You don't know who I am. You don't know. Come and touch me. You're not touching me. You're touching God. And you can't fight God. You cannot be wrestling with God and win. I'm just speaking up here. Clearly, the attitudes you can see the attitudes online. If my audience was open to the American audience, African audience, Asian audience, organically, people be watching my channel. So why are you silencing me? Why are you putting cult members from this institution, job center, the landlord? Who else? A police officer has been lying that I'm mentally unstable. Are you sure? That drug addict who assaulted me, he has no business being in the police force. Is the one you would believe? Say, for example, you're not a cult member. You believe that? Have you not seen me? Have you not watched my video? Are you able to tell between a drug addict? Because he was saying I'm on drugs. He was also calling me a prostitute. Do you not know what I do, guys? I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I preach the gospel. I talk about Jesus. And just because you are hounding me, it doesn't stop me from the gospel. Everything I'm saying, it doesn't make me a non-believer. For you guys, you believe that you can have a murder plan in your cult. You sacrifice people. You sacrifice that baby. Cults in the UK. So you think I'm going to keep quiet? I am going to keep quiet about the abuse of an adult, and that adult is me. Hi guys, please like the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and put that notification button on. Don't be silent. You are not going to sacrifice me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right? That police officer, he is a Satanist. He to this. Did you see the people that were coming on the window? Right? Those people are neighbors. They've been told to try and scandalize me, to try and involve me in a scenario where they can go to the landlord and say, look, this is what she did. They don't see me outside often. Think about it. How did they know I was on the window? Surveillancing. Guys, where is your camera? Are they in the fire detector? Is this why the fire detector goes on? Which wall? Even in my shower? Because you know what? When I'm showering, the neighbors come to the other room. That room is, there's no flat next to my shower. And they start to make these sounds. Even when I'm sitting on the toilet, neighbors come to that. They start to do things to, I don't know how the system is connected. But what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? So you had some people, you moved into this flat to haunt me. Where are they? Have they left? Some of them have moved out. So you literally paid some people, police officer, my abuser, for somebody to move into this building so they can assault me. Guys, please like the video. Please like the video. YouTube, you cannot get involved in that. You are staff at YouTube who has been paid to affect my visibility. I am telling you this. The world will know about it. So I'm not keeping quiet, right? Those of you who are ashamed about me, please just go. You don't have to be a friend of mine. You don't even have to speak well of me. You know what? If you are a white male or black male or whatever you are, nobody is targeting you. God bless you. Okay? And you are safe. Right? So for me, speaking up, you're going to call that toxicity. No, it's not toxicity. It's not toxicity. Right? Be silenced and die a quiet death, and nobody knew what happened to you. Guys, do you know that my body was swelling up each time I come back to my food in the fridge and the cupboards? Or just the salt. Just the salt. Or even I've just used the seasoning. I stopped that. And I'm eating what I want. Let me give you an example, guys. If I showed you what I've been eating, it's been a very high carb. Very high carb. My little feet, let me show you. My little feet are unaffected. My feet would swell up. And I'm thinking, what is going on? My face even would swell up like I put on weight. Even my arms. I stopped eating that food. Neighbor would come in. Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you. You people. Let me show you. Guys, the other day I went out. Look what I found in my home. They are letting me know somebody came into the house. Okay? Let me say this to you. I haven't touched that. Okay? I haven't touched that. But what I would like to do, I would like to scoop that. Okay? And take it to a police station outside, not local. Okay? I picked up the rest of the key. At first, some of the components, I picked them up. Okay? Some of the components, I picked them up. All right? So, because I picked those components up, right? When I saw this one, I thought, no, I shouldn't have touched them. I'm going to scoop that and take it to a police station somewhere. So they would come into my home, okay? Literally, they would come into my home, put poison into my food. This is not the first address they've done that to. This is not the first address they've done that to. The address I moved away from London, this woman was literally poisoning me. Her name is Florence Maponga. She was putting poison. We were sharing a three bedroom house. It was just me and her, and we were share. The facilities were shared. The living room, the kitchen, everything else in the bathroom, and then there was a spare bedroom in the house. So she was poisoning my food. It is then when I moved to this place that officer didn't want me to move here. He didn't know. I had to find a way to get myself rehoused, right? He thought he was smart because he watches me 24/7. This, guys, those of you who say, Sarah, your internet is slow, he's hacked. He's hacked into my gadgets. He is hacked. Not only is he hacked, he's been finding ways to actually block my visibility. Sometimes I find another account logged in onto my Gmail, onto my Google account, meaning he's logged into my YouTube channel. Okay? So guys, where has my watch hours gone? My watch hours was up to 2066. So how would my watch hours be 2066 to then now 248? What happened? What happened? Even my subscribers, they subscribe and then I find my subscribers unsubscribed. YouTube, what is going on? There's people here who don't even look it. They shouldn't even be on YouTube. You find hundreds of people watching them, commenting, oh, hi, how are you? I like your video. Oh, you are so beautiful. And no, that's even a guy. They're not beautiful. Maybe if they say they're handsome. But nobody is sending them sexual messages. So don't come here. You are a Satanist. Get out. Don't come here telling me to stop talking too much. Go and tell your mother that. Go and tell your mother to stop talking too much. Okay? Because I would be 6 feet under without speaking up. Look at that baby who couldn't speak up for themselves. This is what happens in the UK. The UK is blood sacrificing people. You are not going to blood sacrifice me. You are not going to put me outside on the streets to be attacked by gangs. It's not happening. I'm paying my rent. I don't owe anything. In fact, last month I paid £914 when I've even paid rent in advance. That's not happening. Police officer, Christopher Emberton, you are not putting me on the streets. You are mentally ill. Look at other officers like you that are in jail. Look for cousin. Look for cousin who murdered Sarah Everett. Look at Carrie. So many of you. These things are on YouTube. We have female police officers when I call for, like, for example, an intruder comes into my home. He's here on YouTube. His face is there on YouTube. You have female police officer. You report that. Then they say, oh, can we call mental health to see if, no, I don't have any contact with mental health. Certainly not. Am I speaking gibberish? No, just to cancel because, okay, bring them in. There's nothing they find. You guys, some of your colleagues, your female police officers, your colleagues complain that I've been raped. He's touched my private parts when we are patrolling the streets. How dare a dirty police force. It's not just a few rotten apples. The whole bloody tree is rotten. Is this why you are blocking me? Is this why you are blocking my visibility? Trust me. Trust me. This video will be recorded, okay? And it's circulating all over across the world, and you don't even know it. You think I'm standing alone? Think again. There's more than 5 embassies actually who watch my channel. They are watching you. And that, yeah. And some of you black people like me, you are recruited. You are Nigerian. You are African. Or whatever nationality you are. You have a white deranged police officer recruiting you to join a gang. You are Nigerian. You work in a job center. You are black like me. You are told to harass me because you are what? Because you are my job coach, my job search coach, to try and lie that I've missed my job search appointment so you can sanction my payment. Look, I try to get a job. You use members of staff at the bank, the local bank. No one single white woman in that bank. No one single black. It's all being run by the Muslims in that bank. Then they get my banking app. They change the passwords. I miss my appointment. And then I go and get my bank app sorted, right? And then I've missed my appointment. A job that I got. They even gave me a company car. You are hacked. The other time I left my laptop, the same day I had called police. Police came into my house and put a virus on my laptop. You guys are delusional. You're not gonna kill me. Just try and touch what's mine. People who belong to me. Touch me, you see. I don't care who you are, whether you used to support me before, you are a friend. Look, you are a white male or a black male or whatever. You are not being targeted. God bless you. Touch wood, that doesn't happen to you. But what happens when you have white Satanists, Freemasons, use police officers to target you? You guys are sick. So sick to the core. Which rent do I owe? I don't owe any rent. I do not owe any rent. I am telling you this, England, judgment is coming. It's on a scale you've never seen it before. What happened in America, all God is asking you to do is bring to justice, bring this injustice to an end. If not, judgment is coming. A lot of your leaders are going to be going to prisons. I kid you not. Oh, she's emotional. Oh, yeah? See how emotional I am when that judgment comes. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Let YouTube, let my channel be viewed organically. Let my channel YouTube be viewed organically. You have no legal right. You have no legal right, YouTube, to have a corrupt police officer lie to you about me so you can block my visibility. You have not been lied to. You've been paid. You, the member of staff from YouTube, the one that has been paid. YouTube, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You're talking to these Satanists. Some of them are full of drugs. right? Some of them were molested by their parents. Look at them. Look at the things they write. Never had a job before. They don't shower. They don't have women. Yet they're the ones who said I've impregnated another man. Filthy. Filthy animals. You are the ones who are committing these crimes, heinous crimes, on a baby. And then you think you have the right, to try and remove a speck in somebody else's eye when you have a whole log in your eye. A baby is not a sexual toy, ladies and gentlemen. A baby is a child. A baby is a child. How do we have a prince being seen with a baby carrying a boob, a silicone boob, a prince kneeling before a young girl in the Epstein files? How do we have that? How do we have that? An MP in government, Peter Mandelson, being seen with little girls at Epstein's home. We are not talking about members of the public. Nobody is walking on the streets that the police will bundle up and put on a truck and take them to jail. We are talking about your own leaders. If that's what's in government, right? And apparently it's being reported by the Americans that a previous prime minister had intercourse together with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Cult, sexual cult practices, filthy. You can do that. Don't put cameras in my home. You're not going to see my body. That is why I shower in pajamas. And then you start to touch yourselves. You put a child in the bath. You are watching a child's private parts. And then you begin to what? To put your what in a child's mouth? Disgusting. Guys, like the video, subscribe. Don't come here with your stupidity. In terms of morals, you don't beat me. You people should be hanging your heads in shame, but you don't have you have no shame at all. Why would a child be fed to crocodiles? After just a few hours, another child has been reported about sexual abuse. So guys, similarly, keep quiet, you die. And I can assure you, for a number of weeks, I thought, let me check. Why was my body swelling when I eat this food? I changed food around. Imagine you are buying poison stuff as well from the shops. They've studied what you buy. Immediately when I'm going shops, the cars are coming onto the roundabout. They're going to park at Sainsbury's. They go and watch on camera. Pathetic. Watching my shopping habits. Oh, she buys mints. Okay, let's leave a few mints. We're going to poison it. Oh, what sort of butter does she buy? Okay, remove all of it. And this is what happens when I'm going shopping. The brands that I'm buying, they only leave a few. And I stopped. And let me explain to you, ladies and gentlemen. I bought maize meal. I bought rice. I started to buy bread. Guys, my body isn't swelling. not even my feet. Even brands of water, they knew I would buy water like this brand of water. I would only find a few bottles. The minute I finish drinking that bottle, I'm sleeping. Literally, like I've been drugged. And then my finger, my feet are swollen. My face is swollen, like I've put on weight. And yet, I'm a size 8, 10. It's not weight. I've been poisoned. I don't know what kind of poison that is. Maybe it's this medication, maybe it's for diabetes or heart, whatever. They just put it there in my water. Because they realized I'd stopped eating the food in the fridge. When they come into the house, they don't find any food in the fridge. If I am going to leave food in the fridge, I'm not coming back to it. They realize that. So literally, they set up those cameras to watch what it is I'm going to eat. You guys are devils. You know what? Had I spoken up back then, before all these Epstein files came out, nobody would have believed me. They were running a narrative that Sarah is crazy. They were saying I'm hallucinating. They were saying, those are the things they were saying. Literally, guys, literally. So let me give you an example. Those of you who've been watching with the illegal surveillance, you've been asking me how many how many carbs have you had? Shut up. I didn't want to respond to you there and then. I was having as many calories so I could check if my body was swelling up because of calories, because I've eaten the wrong food. And I did a surprise shopping. Some of you gatekeepers follow me into the aisles. You see, I buy maize meal. You squish your face like, yeah, I was doing a number on you. If I got a flu or anything that needs an antibiotic, I'm not getting any antibiotic. The doctor will just have that medication laced. We've got doctors, Satanists. How can I have a whole bunch of Satanists around me? I don't have any diseases that would cause me no blood pressure, no diabetes, no cholesterol, nothing. So you wanted to what? To generate an illness? Guys, be very careful. So, you member, whichever, the member of staff, these are not YouTube's views. YouTube does not subscribe to abusing people. Somebody was paid, a member of staff at YouTube was paid to affect my visibility. Look, I think I'm quite good looking. I know that. And I think I'm quite articulate and very intelligent. I know that. There's people who can't even speak. There's people who nobody even sees. They rack up to hundreds, thousands of of viewers, even at 500 Who are you fooling, YouTube? A corrupt police officer. Trust me. You, member of staff at YouTube, who's blocked my visibility, I'm going to prophesy to you right now. This is not what I wish you, but you know what? You're gonna lose it all. You're gonna lose it all. And all of you, my enemies, that have been bribed and paid, or whatever you've been asked to do, you're gonna lose it all. Watch. Watch this space. She's a witch. No, I'm not. I'm a child of God. Listen to my videos. You can take this anywhere you like. You can even email my spiritual father, whatever you've been doing. I know you've been doing that. Okay? You're gonna lose it all. I mean all. Those of you who you also try to set up my health. You're gonna lose your health in a matter of time. You know where you wanted to put me? 6 foot under? This is where you're going when your health fails you. You better listen to this. I'm not talking out of anger, and I'm not cursing anybody. So what are you saying? No. One of you was asking me, how do you hear God? Do you hear voices? You wanted me to say, yes, I hear a voice. And you know what? So you can say, do you see? She hears voices. You are corrupt to the core. Whoever you are going to be hearing voices very soon. And any of you that have stalked me, you've joined this band of stalkers. You watch me, surveillancing me, pretending there's something wrong with me. Watch this space. Trying to isolate me. Even going to my children, paying my children, so they so they reject me. And then you start to say, do you have any family? You guys are pigs. Dirty. You don't have families, you guys. You reject each other. How dare you come into my family and do that? How dare? You don't have families. Look at you. When one of you is going to marry somebody of another skin color, look, it's like going to Mars. Something as simple as marriage. We see black people, they do marry other other white people from other countries. It's not a problem. In the UK, guys, you're disgusting. Who wants a marriage like that? From people like that? Who? Your marriages don't last anyway. All that public affection, it's a lie. In the home, it's bickering and fighting and strife and all of that. We know that. So, I'm not going to let anybody choose me over somebody else saying, well, she's black, you are white. These things happen. You can check some of these videos online. These things happen. I'm not talking about myself necessarily. Iron Age UK. You are still living like your ancestors? Your ancestors that went to bring slavery? Uneducated ancestors. All they had was an English accent. And you are still like that. Pathetic. And you have some female police officer, come here, you've reported something, walking around my house with the camera on recording. She's recording for that pervert police officer to try and send what my flat looks like. Not even listening to what I have to say. Don't try me. Do not try me. Okay? Don't think that what you did, police officer, what you did in Durham, in Bexley, with those councils where I went to apply housing, Bexley Council, Durham Council, when you forcefully sent me to Durham during the aftermath of Sarah Everett's death. Sarah Everett was murdered on the 3rd of March 2021. You tried to murder me on the 18th of February 2021. The police officer who murdered Sarah Everett was from Bromley before he went to number 10 Downing Street. And you, police officer from St. Mary Cray Little Police Station, you also team up with Bromley Police Station. Was I meant to be a sacrifice? And then you sent me to Yorkshire, where Sarah Everett came from. You stupid, murderous, evil entities. Guys, you don't know this story, do you? No, you don't. So when you're telling me I'm talking too much, you better shut up. You better go and talk to your mother like that. Because you don't know what I've endured. Look at baby Preston. He couldn't talk. Look what happened to him. They put me in housing full of pedophiles, rapists that they've moved from these other counties and boroughs, right? In Staines upon Thames. And those men were knocking on my door at 3 a.m. That they were coming to have sex with me, and I'm like, me? Really? Have you got eyes? Did your mother really teach you what a real woman looks like and what a prostitute look like over my dead body? Are you, those crusty crocodile hands, you're not going to touch me? Is this what you do? UK councils, you have members of staff in your councils. You also have landlords that work with these councils to put people in homeless situations so that these women can be servicing crusty crocodiles. Not me. As you can see, you are backing. You are pumping way above your weight. Thank you, Levi. Thank you, darling. That time is long gone. Don't accuse me to be owing rent. That's what that landlord in Staines upon Thames, Timberfield, did. Guys, check Timberfield. You'll find them on a government website. One of the directors, her name is Ruth. Ruth something. It's not an English surname. Check them out. They were bought. They were paid money by this police officer who worked with a member of staff at housing in Bexley. And also, they worked with some people from where I was sent in Yorkshire. How do you house somebody in Yorkshire? Somebody who lived in Bexley. Yorkshire. Do you know how far Yorkshire is from Bexley? So you thought now. Okay, thank God. Thank God. What I'm saying now, those of you Americans, if you're watching from America, Did you tell us a little bit about Diddy, about all that activities with those babies found in his Diddy parties? Tell us a little bit about Epstein farming babies. Tell us a little bit. Because when you say these things here, right, these Satanists, Freemasons, cults in the UK, do you know what they say? Oh, it's mental health. Really? White male officers. You think you're going to put me on a satanic lodge, dead, killed? It's not going to happen. It's not, you do that to your people. I'm not one of them. You hear me? So you thought you could use financial difficulties, try and use people at job center. Oh, no, 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 no. You know what? Don't pay her so that she fails to pay rent. See how she's going to survive. She ends up on the street. That doesn't happen. You go to the landlord to try and make a landlord manipulate. Guys, do you think I can count? For God's sake, I've done an MBA. For God's sake, you know what? I can literally sit a SEMA exam right now and pass it. Do you know what SEMA is? So you think you would tell me that 200, 201, 201 pence per week times 4. You are going to tell me that it's it's 873 pounds 73 pence. Can you count? Yes, you can. Try me. When you did that with me, lying that she didn't pay rent, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, right? And then telling the courts that I was always sleeping because I was on drugs. Is this why you've been drugging my water, drugging my food, so that I can't get up? And some of it is beauty. I've got a very nice little body, right? It's a whole snack. I can't be seen on the streets because we've got horses walking on the streets. If we lock her up, she eats drugs that she didn't know she ate and she can't get up. Guess what? We have no competition. Who's competing with you? For starters, stop eating. Put that food away. Diet. Go and work out. You don't have to hide me because I'm more beautiful than you are. Have some dignity, women. I mean, if your man is looking at me, your neighbor, your man looks at me at the window, you know what? I don't date men like that. None of those men. None of those men can afford a woman like me. I'm not talking about money. I'm not a hooker. I'm not a whore. You can't afford a woman like me. Are you a Christian? Yes. And then I ask for assistance with white goods. You have some man is pushing. Were you trying to come and kill me in my flat? Because you guys, you watch me. You watch whether there's somebody who visits me or nobody's visiting me. So now you can come, right? In the pretense that you are coming to check if I need carpets or white goods. You want to fight? You've already been in my flat. You know what my flat looks like. So why do you want to meet me privately in my flat? You want to off me? It's not happening like that. And those of you who you are claiming benefits, you live whether you live in Yorkshire, you are living in that house in the property, and you are claiming benefits. You are saying you are Sarah. right? I've had documents stolen. I need the system to know this. You, and then some of you have come from abroad, right? Taken my documents. You've married each other in my name. Animals. No, I'm not crazy. These issues are true. You have, guys, you visit the job center, right? And you are talking to this uh, job search coach who has a boss who's trying to harm you. And they are using, that boss is using the coach. You guys are sick. Some of you have stuff on your laptops. I know it. Baby stuff. Never mind. Baby Preston. You do. Please. You're a white male or whatever, black male, whatever you are. Nobody is trying to kill you. Please, don't judge me. Don't judge me to be negative. Don't judge me to be whatever. Just because it's not your life that somebody's trying to take, it doesn't make me a bad person. And each time you speak about this cause, oh, no, 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 that's mental health. I know your mother has mental health. Dementia, maybe, due to old age. I've never done drugs in my life. There's no record in the system, not with my GP, not with my doctor, that I have been, I've been psychotic before or have a breakdown. So where is that coming from? Silent killers. Silent killers. They put poison in people's food and drink that they can't harm. And then, they can't take you like that. Guys, receiving phone calls in the UK, dental work. I've got a lot of dental work that I need doing. Before this plan, I was supposed to pay a lot of money for the dental work. Suddenly, I'm receiving calls because this doctor, they're going to give you whatever. If it's an antibiotic, they get it spiked. Has it happened before? Yes. I'm telling you, I'm talking to embassies. Your medications that you think you gave me, they've been tested. The stuff has been found in it. Yeah, I've asked permission to talk about this. Your medication have been flown out of the country. Your medication has been tested at some embassies. Different embassies coming together. Stupid people. Try me. Try me. Some of you black people, you join things like that. You let a white man use you like that. Are you stupid? Instead of protecting your own, you are literally licking the rotten backside of some white man or some blue man or whatever you call it, whoever has sent you. You don't know these people are racist. You do not know that. How? Give me an example, guys. How did that crime where this man, right? He's a Sudanese man. He tries to murder another person. these men are criminals. But it doesn't mean the other one had the right to murder another one. The other one was being murdered, has up to 161 crimes, some of them involving the assault, serious assault of a woman, a young woman who's had a stroke. Serious assaults. You hear me? So these are criminals working together. Something has gone wrong. And not to say that this other guy has a right to do that to the other man because of his criminal record. No. And then when that happens, right? There's some women. I'm not from Uganda. It's online. Check online. A woman from Uganda. She works in the hospital, wherever. Her house burnt down. She's a Christian. She's non-Muslim. And that sort of crime, children have even been accused, looked at as a religious issue. It's that Sudanese guy. And not all Sudanese people should have been burnt down. These people are racist. These people are sick. Look at what they do to babies. Look at what they do. Have you joined the Freemasons, the Satanists, so you can have a job in the UK? There's nothing special about you. They're just using you because they don't want to be looked at. I heard a person called Tafadzwa on my journal. They are using a Zimbabwean man or woman to respond to my universal credit delay for my this application. They just keep getting me round in circles so they don't look racist. Tafadzwa, don't do it. Let them do it. Guys, it's high time you wake up. Look, I am for a good immigration system. No country, not Canada, not France, not America, not even the UK, should have people illegally arriving in the UK, not Kenya, not Zimbabwe, not South Africa, should have people illegally entering the country. Everybody has to come through the borders. That's what I believe in. And you know what? Even the work, I listen to Tommy Robinson these days just to understand where he's coming from. You are the one getting Tommy Robinson in trouble. Because look, after the recent, Tommy Robinson was in America and I was listening to him. And I was agreeing with what he was saying. But look, what happened now? After that Sudanese guy tried to kill that, that man in Belfast, Tony Robinson was arrested. And you know what? He had nothing to do with what happened in Belfast. So you black people that this police officer has recruited to come for me, right? Do you see houses being burnt down in Belfast? Did you see that? And did you see even people on mainstream media who were reporting these issues, how excited they became? How safe are you? How do you trust racist people like that. If you go to Germany, black and white people get married. You go to China, black and white people get married. You go to Africa, black, Chinese people, white people get married. In the UK, oh no, you can do better. Oh no, 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 no. She's black, he's black. No, 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 that one. Guys, you are effed up. You are sick. Look at even what you do to babies. I'm not afraid of anything. Try me. Try me. Some of you, everything you've been planning is going to happen to you. Me, no. The hand of God is on my life. You wrestle me, you're wrestling with the Lord. YouTube, you join that. Trust me. Trust me when this thing starts to fail. Just let me be. You don't know who I am. And please don't come here telling me about angel numbers. You are angel. F that. Take it somewhere else. Don't try to recruit me in a cult. I've been a Christian before I was even a teenager. How dare you think you can use hardships, financial hardships, unemployment? I'm educated. I have a degree, I have a master's, more than one degree, more than one master's. Some of you, you are bosses in this company. You could be I could be boss over you. You can't even run nothing. You don't even have the integrity to be in those positions. Disgusting. Guys, like the video, subscribe. Don't play. Don't play. Play with me this time around. Let me drink some water, guys. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I was just drinking some water. One minute, guys. I was just drinking some water. How dare watching everything I do online, even in the bath, even when I'm washing my armpits. You want to see what's, even when I'm on live stream, you are looking down my armpit. Dirty. I'm not a cult member. Guys, those of you that are innocent, do you know what these cult members believe? They believe that because I'm a Christian, I don't know what they see. Clearly, they say that those people that are really serving God and, they are real Christians, they have a mark on their forehead. This is what they say. They see it in the realm of the spirit. So they think that sleeping with me will give them power. Can you imagine that? Or sleeping with somebody would sleep with me. They will then go and sleep with all these other people. What kind of a belief system is that? UK, you are in the dark age, iron age. Is that why a baby would be turned into a into a toy? Two men having sexual intercourse, and a baby is a part of it. Oh, God's heart is broken for that. And I'm telling you, judgment is coming. A baby You know, I feel like puking watching some of those videos. A man, a whole horse of a man. He wants to act like a little girl. It's a whole horse of a man. He wants to be some little girl. And then he throws a tantrum on the floor. Just be a man. And then dress like a clown. That is mental instability. That is unnatural. You don't take a child and they are God knows what were they giving that child so that he can't sleep. Whatever they were giving him, guys. There was an obstruction to the airways. That's how he died. Obviously, they were inserting some things in his mouth. And God knows somewhere else as well. These are people who want respect. From who? From who? Respect is earned. I respect somebody who inserts themselves into a child's body. But let me say this. That's what everybody knows now. And those adults who are fearful of talking, be fearful. But me, come for me. Come for me and see. See how much judgment is going to fall from the heavens. Starting with your boss. I don't know, the very one on the pinnacle of your darkness. Hi, Greg. I'm fine, thanks. How are you, my darling? People, I used to read comments. Hi, Galum. Hi, Richard. Hi, Greg. Uh, did you hear that, guys? Can you imagine that? Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I'm all right, thanks. How are you? My WhatsApp number. Well, you can use my Instagram. On this bio, go to my Instagram. You see now, they've finished drilling my walls. Now, it's the alarm. Can you imagine that? Let me show you guys. One second. One second. What about? So guys, yeah, I'm just gonna wait here. Actually, let me just. So guys, this is what happens. This is what happens. I'm talking about what they've been doing to me, and you know what? That was started deliberately. It was started deliberately. Hi, Richard. I wish you are my wife. Oh, good to have you here, Richard. How are you? Thank you so much, guys. Like the video, subscribe, put that notification button on. I am revealing some of the things that they are doing to me. Okay, so now they've lit up some smoke to start this. Okay, I don't know. Do you see that? Exactly. Like the video, guys. Subscribe, put that notification button on as well. So when I'm talking, let me stand here. I'll stand in the bathroom. So guys, when I'm telling you these things, right, really mean these things are happening to me. Okay? I really mean that. Okay? I'm standing here so that it's a little bit less noise. All right? Yeah. Ask me any questions. Ask me any questions. Ridiculous. Oh my God. The devil doesn't want to be exposed. I told you, they listen. They listen into what I'm saying. They're listening in. Racist perverts. So yeah, guys, as I was saying, it's not natural. The things that happen in the UK, they even go unreported. They even go unreported. It's the same thing, my darling. Richard, it's the same thing. Let me go. Let me go. Okay. Is that better? Oh, is that better? Sorry. Is that better? Okay. I'll come to the bathroom there because the bedroom is even worse. So yeah, as I was saying, guys, they don't want me to talk about these things, right? They do. Okay, let me sit down. They don't want me to talk about these things, okay? And clearly, I've been saying to you, they surveillance me. So they've been listening into everything that I've been saying. Okay, and to stop that, they have to start that noise. Clearly, you can see. You can see, hi, Rick. Hey, girlfriend, your boyfriend, Rick. Thank you, guys. You're making me smile. Thank you. Here is. Oh, is it better? Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. But as I was saying, this should show you I'm not really lying. I'm not lying. And trust me, I've never spoken to anybody here where I've provided said, oh, you know, I'm a YouTuber. This is my YouTube account. Never. Okay. So definitely there's a way they surveillance me. Okay, and some of them, yeah, even the hacking of my YouTube channel is hacked. This is why you say, Sarah, we can't hear you. Sometimes they fine tune my audio, and sometimes my visual, it's sort of like frozen. Okay, Ricky, hey, hey. Yeah. So what they want, right? They want me to leave my flat. They want to meet me downstairs. Okay. So downstairs is maybe where they think I will go and assemble with them. The minute I leave my flat, guess what? They go into my food, they poison my food. They don't all leave the flat. Okay? So this is exactly. But guys, let me explain this. These people, they don't know me from anywhere. And people don't just target somebody. It is the same police officer. He knows where I've moved to. So he came to this neighborhood. Yes. Yes, yeah, I can appreciate that, Richard. I know. I know, but I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere because, they want to see me outside. The minute I leave outside, I have stuff stolen from my house. Suddenly my food is poisoned and I'm falling asleep when I'm not supposed to be falling asleep after I've had water or food. Literally, you can't be feeding me drugs when I'm not actively participating. If somebody is gonna take drugs, let them take on their own accord, right? Yeah. Ricky says, okay, Ricky, please, can you not do that? Okay. Yeah, probably you are one of the neighbors anyway. So yeah, um, well, thank you, Richard. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you for letting me know that maybe it's better here, but you still can hear the noise. You still can hear the noise. So yeah, the UK, really, there's a lot of abuse of people in this country. There's a lot of, if some people were to speak up about what they've experienced in their individual families, even adults that are grown ups now, we would know. We would know, but a lot of these things are hidden, right? The abusers themselves, if they are not careful, they become the abuser, right? So, really, to pick on me, thinking that it's not happening. It's not happening. So, yeah, when I speak up, they then target literally, I don't have come to Uganda and marry me. I should come to Uganda and marry you. Interesting. Well, they say there's Ebola in Uganda. How is Uganda? The Ebola issue. How is it going? How is the Ebola issue going? So my bedroom, my kitchen is the loudest. So over here, it's a bit quiet. Yeah, just don't know, these lights. You just don't know where. I don't know, guys. I'm just looking. Um, let's have a look. What's Richard saying? No Ebola. Wow. So what are we reading online? They're saying there is Ebola in Uganda. Hi, Mel. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. I was exposing my abuse, and suddenly, the alarm goes up because they don't want me to be talking about it. So you remember, if you check, do you remember the alarm issue? Yeah. These days they were drilling on the wall. They stopped the drilling. Okay. Now they want to use the alarm. Yeah. Yeah. Literally. How can you have a camera in somebody's house? Watch them 24/7. 24/7. Come on, Hertfordshire Police. Do you also watch me in my own home? How can you allow something like that? Because, guys, let me show you something. Look at this. Yeah? A man who came into my home, he pretended to be an engineer. Look at this. This is not a phone thingy. Do you see that? Let me show you. Let me show you where the open reach socket is. This is it. The open reach socket. Okay? The other one is in my bedroom. Do you see that? So yeah, the guy who came into my home could as well have been sent by that police officer. And how can you report to a police officer a police force that investigates itself? You can't. A police force has to be investigated, not by themselves. Okay, so obviously they know exactly who that person was. They know exactly. Oh, Richard, there's no Ebola. So we've heard there's Ebola, That's what we've heard. But about 200 people, 200 plus in Uganda and Democratic Republic of Congo, they have died. That's what is it 900 in Uganda or in Congo that they've died, and about 200 plus in Uganda. That's what we've heard, honestly. Yeah. That's what we've heard. That's what we've been told. Guys, how long has the alarm been going? Tell me. This is 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Yeah? It's 2 a.m. UK time. I've been talking about what devils do. Exposing injustices. Hi, everybody. Yeah, they want to abuse you, and then you keep it hush, hush, hush. No. No. Hey. What is good for you? Galumba Richard. I'm literally standing on my door, my main entrance door. This is 2 a.m. guys, 2 in the morning. Please like the video. Share the video, show others what is happening. Share the video, guys. Hi. No, we can't speak up. We can't speak up about abuse. Will I marry you? Where's the ring? Where's the ring, Richard? Show me the ring. Oh. Where's the ring? So yeah. Okay, let me put some blockers in my ears. One second. I've got them. Hopefully. Oh, better. Yeah, I've blocked my ears. Hey guys, so I've blocked my ears. I can't, if I'm shouting, let me know. I blocked my ears a little. So yeah, Richard said, I will buy for you the ring when you say yes, that you will marry me. Yes, I will marry you. Have you bought it now? Bring the ring and I will marry you. Of course I will. If you buy the ring, I'm not after your ring. Yeah, but you can't marry me without a ring. If you buy the ring, I will marry you. Yeah. Oh, oh my gosh, Chitchat. When are you coming? When are you coming to marry me then? I'm just blocking my ears. When are you coming to marry me? Yeah, so guys, you know, I had to speak up. I had to speak up, and you know, babies like baby Preston that can't talk, things happen to them, and it's sad. And you know, these people, right? They treat everybody like, for you know, like even for adults, they want you to be an invalid, so you can't talk about you can't talk about what they are doing to you. Guys, just add 201 pence per month times 4. How much is that? It's 804 pence, right? 201 pence per month times 4. That is a are you gonna get the visa? Fantastic. How do you do that? How do you get the visa? Guys, like the video. Like the video. I'm so sorry for the noise. Richard, so sorry. Everybody else that's listening, thank you. I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, they don't want me to talk about the abuse. Literally, 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 right? I mean, for some of you women, right? Guys, listen to this. Some of the women, listen, if you, I will go to embassy. Oh, good, good. That's fantastic. Guys, I'm getting married. What happened here? Guys, I'm getting married. Who's coming to my wedding? Yeah, so, hmm. Let's see what's happening. One minute, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey. Ridiculous. Oh. Yeah, guys, look. I have blocked my ears. So, viewers, subscribers, like the video. Like the video if you're just joining this live stream. Welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Can I give you my number? Yeah, give me your number. Give me your number if you don't mind. But I won't put my number here. It's not safe. Give me your number. Like the video, guys. Or you can put it in my Instagram. It's on this bio. Guys, I'm getting married. Very funny, Richard. Very funny. So yeah, see, this is what I always talk about. Most of you don't believe me, but hey, you keep quiet. These people, they watch you. They are very interested in me. They watch me like a hawk. They pretend they are not. These people are devils. Devils. Never seen that level of obsession. The obsession is off chart. It's not just the obsession, it's also, it goes beyond obsession, right? Oh, guys, yeah, they don't want me to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Imagine 20 past 2 and the alarm is still going. Which number? Richard? Which number are you asking? I'm so sorry if that noise is annoying you guys. I apologize. Which number? Imagine from drilling, the drilling noise, to this, to harassment. Idiots. Excuse my language, guys. Please like the video, subscribe, and put the notification button on. So yeah, guys, there's a lot that, you know, that they try and do. And I'm not having none of it. Clearly, the exposure of the things that I have to say. You keep quiet, these people, they'll take you down. You'll be on the streets. And you know what? They'll say she hasn't paid rent when it's a lie. Right? They lie a lot. How can people collaborate to commit crime like that if they were not a cult group? Guys, institutions in the UK, you are not elites, you are cults. I used to laugh. Guys, when people would say that these people who work in these organizations, they are reptilians. There you go. Because how else do you explain? Have you seen the number? No, there's no number here. I haven't seen it. Where did you send it? So these people, Richard, it's not here. I have not seen no number. Yeah. So these people, right? You don't um, you don't collaborate to cause harm. You don't do that. You stop. If it's like one apple, one rotten apple in the police force, those few rotten apples in the police force, why is it that there's hundreds of them raping women? There's hundreds of them being caught with indecent images of children. Why? Okay. Why is it that? Thank you, guys. Hey, Richard, welcome back. Thank you, guys, for the patience. Thank you so much. I apologize for that. So, if it's just that one apple in the police force, why do we have so many police officers raping women, being caught? I mean, even fellow female officers complaining about sexual assaults. Check on YouTube. How many incidences go unreported? Yeah. So this particular individual who's been coming for me is a police officer. People in this community, they wouldn't know me. They wouldn't know a second. So some of you black people, you come from Nigeria. You come from wherever you come from. I'm just giving you an example. As an example, you live on this flat. So when I'm coming shopping, you are asked to follow me. Even you women. Do you see how they are banning? Do you see that the family in Uganda? There's a lovely family from Uganda, right? After that Sudanese man nearly decapitated a fellow criminal's head. Not that it's right that one person should decapitate another. It's not. But they went for that Ugandan little lady and she works in the hospital, burnt her house down. And so you now, you have a white male police officer or and female, whatever. So they are recruiting you. Do you know what? Do you know what these people do? It's black on black. They don't want to look racist. So if the crime is committed by you, and tell you what, that crime comes out, they are washing their hands. They knew nothing about it. It's black on black. Yes, darling Richard, it's over. It's over now. They wanted me out there. They wanted me out there because, you know, you'd all assemble out there. Normally, there's nothing. Normally, there's nothing. And you know what? These alarms, they normally go off at night, right? At night. You leave the flat, one of them just leaves opposite. They come into your flat, right? Your food is poisoned, your water is poisoned, and, you know, yeah. You can't leave documents in this house. They come for them. You can't leave nothing. You leave the food, you can't come back to eat it. Sarah, are you crazy? No. I'll be dead now. Trust me, guys. Most of you, you know, I talk about eating healthy. Literally. Those of you, you hear me talking about Shima, Shima, Shima. I don't really eat Shima all the time. I just wanted to test to see. Is it because it's so many carbs I'm having? Okay, let's try and eat a lot of carbs. I've had a lot of rice, a lot of Shima. I've even had some potatoes to see. Guys, no, let me show you my feet. My feet are not swelling, right? You see, literally, even me without with a shoe on, my feet would be so swollen, right? My feet are not swollen anymore. And I've been eating a lot of carbs. Normally, those carbs, right, should cause my feet to swell. So, what's been happening? Richard says, how are you doing today? Hey, Richard, I'm doing fine, thank you. Richard Berg, I'm fine, thank you, honey. How are you? Thank you, Richard. How are you doing? Yeah. So we can't talk about these things because when you talk about it, apparently you are cray cray. No, guys, I die if I don't talk about it. They'll literally poison me. And they'll say, this is why they watch. They want to see who I'm in contact, who am I talking to, right? So that if something happens, they'll say, oh, you know, oh no, I saw Sarah recently. Imagine people paying your children to stop talking to you so that they can secretly harm you. Who does that? You people don't have families. You don't love each other. Look where you dump your parents, in nursing homes. And then in nursing homes they find people like you who abuse them. And then you want to make money off them when you really didn't even care for about your own parents. And your children are going to do the same to you. Hey, Clarence. Hi, my darling. No, I didn't see no number. Okay. Probably I did. So, yeah. Literally, guys, I kid you not. I would come home, just like you, right? You do your shopping, you go to work, you come back home, you leave food in your fridge. I do the same, I come back, I just drink water. Suddenly, my body is swelling. Suddenly, my belly is cutting, and I'm running to the bathroom. I stopped that. I stopped eating the food. Then I go shopping. Guess what? They were literally studying what I buy. Studying. Those are the people who ask me on this channel how many calories you've had. Yeah, you stupid. You know what? I was having those calories to test if my body is gonna swell. I eat healthy, nothing. And it's been over a month, even over 2 months. I've repeated my last 3 shoppings. I've bought rice, I've bought bread, I've bought, I've eaten shima. The things that would normally cause too many calories, you know, nothing like that. So yeah, they would watch, they would see which sausages I buy. Literally just leave one or two when I'm shopping. They'll just leave one or two, 3 packets of those sausages. I kid you not. Even even water, they'll just leave one carton. No, I'll pick it up. Then it's consistent like that. Even like I used to buy double cream a lot. They'll just leave me a few double cream. Then I'm thinking, when I went to pick up some sausages, there was like 3 packs. When I went to pick up this water, there was like just 1 pack. Right? And guys, I kid you not. I kid you not. And then what would happen is then you have a whole gang. Some of you are black women and men. I'm so ashamed of you. You let a white man pay you trinkets to harass me so that I can react and look crazy. Some of you are Muslims, right? You see a Sudanese man attack a white guy. That's wrong. But why are they saying it's the Muslims that have attacked? So how safe are you, really? Because when a white man wants you to do their racist work, they want to use you so they don't look racist. So you are a job center coach. You are Jamaican. You are Nigerian, and I'm coming to you. You are doing my job search. Then you are told to lie that I missed that appointment. I did that. You are told to harass me. You think they like you. Did you see the woman in Uganda? What did that woman have to do with her family? What did all those black families have to do with decapitating the attempted murder? These are people who are doing drugs together. Because the one who was being decapitated, not to say the Sudanese man had the right to do that. No, he's the one that is supposed to go to jail. He's not, involve all the Muslims because he's Muslim. Not involve all the black people because he's black. How dare you let a white man, a racist, sick individual, or because you want a job, you are going to lick somebody's rotten backside. You guys, you the black people, you are supposed to stand up and say, no, you are not going to do that to our very own. We are going to report you. Go to, you know what? Try. If you were in Africa, right? And you try to do, you got some white men to attack a white woman. They won't join into that. Black people. How? It's a white racist man coming for me. We see what you even do to children. And then you start to act like little girls. You're not little. You are a horse. You are a whole elephant, and then you are trying to act like a little girl. Even me, I wouldn't act like that. Throwing yourself on the, come on, you're 40 plus. A baby is dying that you have molested. You blocked up the airwaves, right? They are battered, broken bones, bruises. And then you are dropping yourself on the floor. Mom, mom, what mom? Did the little baby even... I'm sorry to mix up these issues. I'm simply showing some of you guys what you are all about. And then you are distributing those pictures with fellow perverts. God is sending judgment. Some of you, when I say things like this, yeah, you think it's hate. Some of you, when I say things like this, you don't believe me. The world is going to watch that judgment fall. God hates injustice. Because honestly, it's one baby's too many. It's one baby's too many. It's not just about babies. It's so much injustice. Imagine an American young girl, Virginia, all the way trafficked from the UK to Buckingham Palace. To a prince. A prince. What the? Let's like the video, guys. Let's like the video and subscribe as well. Like the video, subscribe, and put a notification button on. Yeah. Yep. So, guys, yeah, everything that I was saying, when I tell you that there's surveillancing going on here, I've showed you that flag over there where this guy came in. I believe that guy could have been sent. Police not even finding out what happened. They know what happened there. And nobody has a right to be watching anybody in their own home. But you guys, you are perverts. Even that Sarah Everard, she wasn't the only one involved in that kidnap. Yeah, one person did it. She wasn't molested by one person. We know what you do. Honestly. You know what? Before the DD files, the Epstein files, it was very difficult to talk about these things. Because people won't even want to talk to you. Yeah, people will be making up their own opinions, forming up their own opinions. And anything people don't understand in the UK, it's mental illness. Like, yeah, you guys take drugs. You are a drug culture. You guys, you ruin your health, your mental health with alcohol, drugs, mushrooms, name it, cocaine, name it, pills. How can you not alter your brain? You will alter your brain. I don't come from a drug culture. Never done drugs. Never done alcoholism. Never done that. And no, I don't have mental illness. not in my family, not me. I don't have it. Yeah, a lot of this mental illness in the UK is as a result of substance abuse, right? Yeah. And then if I don't have the mental illness, now you want to come and poison my food. Anyway, guys, to finish off that story, guys, uh, right? So when I stopped coming back to my food and drink in the fridge, even to all the other accommodations where I've been, right? Now, when I go shopping, they study what I buy. And when I go shopping, I find shelves stocked with a few, like one carton. How can Sainsbury's just stock one carton of this bottled water? Not once, but you'd say it's run out all the time. Then I found out when I drink that water, again, it's like I've taken something, it's more than medicinal. I've never done drugs, so I wouldn't tell you what it feels like, but I would fall asleep. So they wanted to induce. No, it's not happening. You want to take drugs, take them yourself. Do not put them in my food. Okay, now you partner up with some manager in Tesco's where you know I frequent, because you know what I buy. Shame on you guys. I'm not silly. No, I'm not hallucinating. I'm exposing you. Oh yeah. What did Prince Andrew say with the interview with BBC when he was being asked about Virginia? Says, oh no, she's mentally unstable. That's what the police officers do here in the UK when caught in misconduct, or when they are bidding to get somebody to a mental health institution, so that that somebody can be harmed via the mental health institution. Yeah, you're gonna literally inject them, and then you say they committed suicide. I've never been depressed in my life. So all of that you were trying to plan, it would never work. You people suffer mental illness to do drugs. How can you not suffer mental illness when you do drugs? Do you not know that drugs and alcohol, they are depressants? So they give you a high, then a really low. I've never done that. I mean, that's what you chose. I didn't choose it. So yeah, probably you've been in and out of mental institutions. What institutions? Why? Check the substances you abuse. Study them. How dare? And then you look at my life. My life is clean. You lust after that, and then you think you can put me in financial issues by lying that I haven't paid rent. So I have a whole flat here using my electricity. I'm only a few weeks. I haven't even done a month. The electric bill is thousands. And I'm thinking, what? I don't even have a stove. I don't even have a washing machine or nothing in this. So the energy bill is thousands. When did I move in? A few days ago. And then when I try to save up in my bank account, I have these mail. Oh, you owe this, you owe that. You guys watch my bank account. Watch what's in my bank account. You don't want me to have any money? Who does that? Who does that? That police officer is a madman. He's a madman. Shame on you, black people, that have joined that. Never mind these guys, right? They don't like even each other. They put their parents in nursing homes. Never mind about that. If they can do that to their own parents, what do you think they're gonna do to you, to a brown little bag like me? We look different. I'm not inferior. I'm just different from you. Somebody who looks different from you. So that hate directed towards people of color, people who look different, it's got nothing to do with immigration. You can't give what you don't have. If you're going to take your parents, put them in the nursing home, sell their home, manage their finances, that's what you've put them there for. We know where that comes from. Literally checking what your parents have in their bank account. How much a house, if you sell it, how much money is going to make? Really? Wow. Yeah? A woman who pushed you out of her womb. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do to her, right? And then what are you gonna do to somebody who has a different pigmentation from you? What are you gonna do to them? There you are. You can't give what you do not have. You people are dangerous. Talk about hate speech. You don't see the hate speech. You try and use immigration. Do you know how the world has migrated? Do you know how many Canadians are in Australia? How many Australians are in America? It's called, we are past globalization. The world is now a one village. Okay? So you guys, right? So you're gonna burn a little Ugandan woman's home because a Sudanese, she's a Christian, a Sudanese guy who's Muslim has banned, has had a fight with another criminal. Maybe they're doing drugs together. Somebody didn't pay the other. And then the other one happens to be stronger than the other one. No excuse. Nobody should have to be had their neck cut off. And then now you say, oh, it's Islam, it's black people. Now, what has a little black lady who works in a hospital done? Was she even there? Burning their homes. So, how do you watch somebody in their home? You watch me when I shower? You watch me when I'm asleep? Where's the morals? Yeah. Then you take children and you insert yourselves in their mouths, and you know where else to harm children. You black people, Those are the people you trust to recruit you, to cause me harm. You people of color. Guys, like the video. So rotten. So rotten to the core. Okay? I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. Before I was praying for God to open up a door that would then have me speak up. And God did. God did. Because it was so difficult to talk about these things. The DD files, the Epstein files came up. And now people knew. Oh, really? So all these deaths you are hearing, guys, is cult. They abuse children sexually. It's cult activity. Man with man, woman with woman. Satanic. I don't care. I don't care what you think that is. I mean, you can enjoy your devilish things, right? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not partaking of that. Inclusiveness, diversity, really. So inclusiveness and diversity means men can take a child in the name of, oh, because we are gay, right? So you deny us a child. That's discrimination. Why don't you have your own? You chose to be with another man. So why do you need that relationship to have a child? And you don't speak up that you are being. You don't speak up that somebody is trying to put you homeless under the pretense that you owe rent when they actually owe you money. These people will kill you. It's not happening now, police officer. You did it. You did it in Surrey upon Thames. Sorry, not Surrey upon Thames. Yeah, it's in Surrey. In Staines upon Thames, you did it. Okay? We're going to have to go back to Staines. Approach the courts. Okay? We're going to have to go back to what happened in Richmond. Never owed anybody rent. And trying to make me pay rent that I'm supposed to pay 844. You are saying I should pay 914. So you can take the money that I'm supposed to live on. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, guys. Hi, Val. Thank you so much, Val. I appreciate that. Hi, Saul. How are you, my darling? Do I do collab, sweetie? Maybe we can collab sometime, okay? Send me a message to my Instagram account. All right? Check on my bio. Hi, Amina. Amin. How are you, my darling? Guys, like the video, subscribe. How do you let a racist man, you are a man, a black man, how do you let a racist white man who is going to pick up a baby and insert their stuff in a baby's mouth? or in a baby's, body. And then that baby passes on. How can you trust people like that? It's the same thing. How do you do that? Are you, Sarah, are you a baby? No, no, I'm not. But what is telling you as neighbors to come for me, to try and make me look like I'm crazy when I'm doing shopping or when I'm out there? It's the same thing in principle. These people have no morals. These people are cruel. Who brought about slavery? Their ancestors. Their ancestors did that. What do you think has changed? How does a white racist man, how does he become your friend? If you join their Freemason club, you have to find some other black Freemason people. You're not really welcome in their lodge. Not really, not like that. And I'm telling the truth. You do know I'm telling the truth. These mentally ill people whose ancestors started slavery, they thought your grandfather, your great great grandfather was a monkey. Thought. You don't know the conversation they have in their homes. We don't call people and whatever. We don't call that, but that's what they do. That is what they do. And they find a beautiful black woman like me. There are, there are women who look like horses. Oh no, she can't come out. Let's drag her. She has to be sleeping. At least we have no competition. Who's even competing with you? Who's even competing with you? Because you thought black women are ugly. I'm black. I certainly don't see any ugly in me. I don't. A superiority complex that is mental illness related. It's not on. It's not on. And then some of you people of color, you're the ones that are being used now, right? Black on black or Asian on black. They call you the same names. They're just using you. No, they're not your friend. Just look. Black people, look. A Sudanese guy commits a crime. They ban up, setting houses on fire. Did you see the hotels that were being set on fire in Yorkshire? Here, in whatever you call it, they set houses on fire. Literally. What kind of people are those? What kind of people are those? And those families have children in them. Just think of a situation where these are the same people say, oh, some of them, not all of them, would say, oh, I'm gay. Some of them come here on my channel and tell me that, oh, I made my boyfriend pregnant. I'm a man in that. Look, I don't need to know that. And no, it is disgusting. It's not disgusting for you. That is who you are. But please, you don't have to announce it here. Because I don't need to know. Because you are checking to see if I'm going to lick your rotten bottom. I'm not going to do that. You know my values. You know who I am. If you can do that, you live lifestyles like that, you then take babies in and want to what? Not everybody, obviously. I'm talking to the ones who do that. Now a baby is a toy. a baby, a 12-month-old baby, is a part of some sex activity in your bedroom, like, really? Huh. No, we can't talk about these things. It's not a secret. It's not. These things are not a secret. Everybody knows. Everybody is aware. Okay? Like the video, subscribe. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for those of you that have been watching and listening. I do appreciate that. And please stop sending me the, you know, the stop sending me the psychics, the palm readers, the tarot card readers, whatever they are, to come and check me out about who I am and if I'm some special this, some special that. Stop it. Or look into her future. Oh, oh my God, what was I about to say? I'm not about to go there. I know you're after my character, so you can argue amongst yourselves whether I'm a Christian or not. Tell you what, you do not own the keys to heaven. You can make all the suggestions, okay? But those suggestions, whatever you come up to, that's not my reality. Reality is in your head. Okay? So stop sending witches, whoever you are paying to harm me. They can't harm me. Stop coming here talking nonsense, cults. Oh, if we can sleep with her, we can become wealthy. No, you can go and sleep with whoever you sleep with. It's not going to be me. What happened to the UK? Do you know what? Maybe we mustn't say what happened. These things were always here. But this is a season for exposure where God is bringing those things that are hidden to light. None of you will be spared. None of you. And as I said, the injustice. I mean, you can do me all the injustice you like. Okay? Then you will know when God visits you. The blood of babies, the blood of innocent people is crying out in this country. People who died and nobody knew what happened. People who are harmed using institutions, the police, social services, mental health services to harm people. Sarah, what are you talking about? Yeah, just go to Buckingham Palace, former Prince Andrew. Check out what he's been up to. Is that normal? I mean, that's a prince. Imagine the scumbags next door and all of them on the streets. If a prince can do that, if an MP in government can do that, and in fact, a previous serving prime minister is said to have engaged in sexual activity with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. A threesome. What am I even saying? Yeah. So you can imagine the neighbor next door, scumbag. I'm not talking about any neighbors of mine. I'm just giving you an example. So please don't take the wrong end of the stick and say Sarah was saying we the neighbors are scumbag. I'm simply saying, okay, forget the neighbor. The person you see on the streets, even in the working in these organizations, you just wonder, are there if they have children under that roof, are those children safe? Mm, exactly. Because you can't have such green eyes looking at somebody. I'm just leaving my home to go somewhere. Why is she dressed like that? What does she have? So you come into my house, you're ransacking. What are you looking for? Greed, greed, jealousy. You are embarrassing. Even Timbuktu, people in Timbuktu that don't have nothing, they don't do things like that. People in Timbuktu, they will feed each other so that the neighbor doesn't sleep hungry. But look at you. You are bothered by a neighbor who has a roof over their head. You want their roof. Where do you think you're going to put me? Where do you think you're going to put me? Are you crazy? Because you're white skinned and you're going to use some landlord or some property manager, some accountant somewhere, you're going to use that to what? To do what exactly? Guys, be careful with these people. They started racism. Nothing changed. We do, you know, laws have been introduced. You cannot discriminate. You cannot do this. No, they obey that. They protect each other. I'm going to show you how many times I've messaged this institution and all the evidence I've done. I'm going to show you. They are looking for me to pop off, to start to talk crazy. So they can say, oh, look at what she's saying. Animals. You people, you have my pity. Yeah. You see, if you don't sort out your emotional problems, yeah, you see that jealousy, you are an embarrassment. Yeah, we know, you know, every country has its own problems. America does, Canada, but the things that happen in the UK, they are not even third world. They are not. The type of people you meet in the UK, they are less than third world people in terms of, you know, the greed, the jealousy, the envy, the steam. Third world, Timbuktu won't do the things that UK does to people. Imagine starting, even then, right? Which country started slavery? It was this country. Imagine thinking that you can buy a person, use them, and then you open doors for other nationalities, for other countries to into slave trade. Oh yeah, Britain abolished it, but yeah, it started it. Nothing has changed. Nothing. But again, you live among them, you see how they treat each other. How can a daughter, how can a daughter, or how can a daughter send their mother to a nursing home so they can have their money, they can have their house, and not even visit them? Not just a daughter. How can a mother who's had children, their child look at their bank account, look at their home, and that those children, whether it's a son or a daughter, they want to leave, I don't know, things that they didn't work for. How can your mother's pension, your mother's savings, your own mother's home? Hey, Gary, good night, my darling. How can that, how can a person look at that and think, oh, if I can make up a story that my mother or my father is ill, I can take their home, I can manage their estate. Guys, where have I seen this? I've seen it. It's even here on YouTube. That's why I'm mentioning these things. Imagine people who do that to their own mother or to their own father. What they're gonna do to the next door neighbor that looks like them. What they're gonna do to their own brother. What about you, a person of color? What are they gonna do to you? And yeah, and even forming relationships with people like this are very unstable. You know, they can make you ill because they want you to believe you've got something wrong with you. It's only in the UK where PhD holders from other nationality would sweep the streets. It's only recently that, you know, some black folk now can have jobs here and there. PhD holders would be sweeping the streets. And yet those same PhD holders, they migrate to America. They are on the job market as anybody else. If they want to find a job in the bank, they do and they find it. And you know, not in the UK. I'm not hateful. I'm not hateful. Okay, I'm simply explaining the truth. But you can brand me anything you like. But based on these things done to people, things done to children, judgment is coming. Guys, I was asking earlier some people, I was saying, because I had some people come to me and they were talking things about things that are, you know, statements that they would have read from the material that they would have read from the book of Enoch, which is not really a part of the Bible. Do you know why God sent a flood? Because the Bible says, God says, violence. The earth had been filled with violence. And God said, the end of man is here. Okay? The blood of the innocent, blood of babies, the injustices has reached the throne room of God. I'm just a mouthpiece. Yeah, you call me anything you like. Don't speak too soon though. Is that what I wish? No. It's just what has happened. Or it doesn't have to be me that has to speak about it. Nobody else will speak about it. Hi, Zizi. Your secrets, everybody now, even across the world, they know. I leave my house. When I'm out there, neighbors are entering my house. Yeah, you do find my fridge empty. I'm not leaving food in the fridge. And I'm not buying food that's going to last me so long. Yeah, if I have to leave in an emergency, go out somewhere. I'm not coming back to that food. I am not. So some of you, you wonder, right? Exactly. Guys, before, let me give you an example. Before, I'll stop at a coffee shop. Do you know, I started to notice that I order a hot chocolate at Starbucks. Some man walks in and he's talking to some manager. Some manager is talking to the person serving me hot chocolate. And I kept watching this pattern. I finished my hot chocolate. Something like, what have I taken? I can't even walk. I want to sleep. And this time, I'll just lock my car. Like, all I had was a hot chocolate. I was being poisoned. I was supposed to drive that car under the influence. Or just park my car, leave it there, and take a taxi. We had people in the UK, and this person is a police officer, paying people to drag me, paying coffee shops. How can you find, and then, you go to Muslim community, you say she's a Christian and she hates you, so you can incite hatred between people of different religions. A white policeman, and then you go among people around you. So you don't think I have a right to defend myself. A sense of a superiority complex. Because your father and mother told you that a black person is inferior to you. Guys, like the video, subscribe, put the notification button on. No, you do not do that to me. And you see, yeah, when babies can't speak up, their ending is tragic in the hands of people who do things like you do. Just like the baby we were talking about, who's a victim of some of these things that you people do to babies and adults alike. I'm not ending up in that. I have a voice and I'm going to use it. And you, the member of staff at YouTube, you'd really let somebody recruit you to do that, to block my visibility, because it doesn't want me to be heard. Shame on you. But I've told you what's going to happen. I've told you, you can hit me, you can do more if you like. Even the greater the judgment. I can't use my voice. I can't talk. I mean, you don't even want me to say anything. When I talk about God, you come here. Oh, do you hear God's voice? Because you want me to say, yes, I've heard a voice. So you can say, oh, that's mental illness. And then I challenge you, says, oh, I've been attacked. No, you haven't been attacked. You are a snake. You are a demon. You wanted me to say, yes, I've heard God speak to me audibly. I was giving examples how God would speak to, how God speaks to people. And I was giving examples like, for example, Moses had an audible voice. Joseph had dreams and visions, right? Prophecy, the Bible itself. Yes, an inner knowing. God will speak to you. It's all in the Bible. And I wasn't even talking about myself. So I told this guy repeatedly, no, I'm not talking about me hearing a voice. I'm talking about how God speaks to people, but you wanted me to, when you were asking me, what about you? Have you heard the voice? You are so stupid, so focused. How can I catch this woman? How can I put her? Put your mother in a mental institution and call the mental health department. Just how crazy you are with drugs. Have you stopped drugs since your school days? No, you haven't. And you've gone mad. Use those services. Use the service you needed. Never needed it. Being a Christian doesn't mean I'm crazy. You're not a Christian. What do you know? What do you understand about spiritual things? Spiritual things are understood by the Holy Spirit. You don't have the Holy Spirit in you. For God's sake, you have demons in you. You have demons in you. How can you possibly understand the gospel? Oh, she's not a Christian. You know what? You have keys to heaven. You are learning from me and pretending you are not. All of you guys that are learning from me, I'm inspiring you. And then you go out there pretending like I'm not. You will never benefit anything from me. God will ensure you don't. The anointing you don't respect, you don't receive. So shall it be. I don't want anybody who pretends they're not learning from me. They're not, I'm not inspiring them or whatever, however you want to suddenly. No, you will not achieve anything with that. You are learning from me. And I'm being inspirational to you. You want hush hush. Please. Just wear some dignity. Just wear some dignity, okay? Yeah. Anyway, spies, right? Those of you that are trying to find out if I've lost my mind, you will lose your mind. You will lose your mind. Okay? And everybody, everybody will take that message. You are here to, those of you that are watching me, my friends and subscribers, I'm not talking about you. The ones I'm talking to, you know yourself. Please take that little career of yours. You didn't even pass properly somewhere else. Okay? Your life is headed to the north, mine to the south or to the west. We've got our backs against each other. We are not reaching the same destination. Okay? We don't subscribe to the same things. You don't know the God that I serve. You don't even know you don't even understand how I would worship God. I don't understand your Satanism. I don't understand how you think your sexual activity in the bedroom, man to man, should also involve a baby. No, I don't understand that. I would never want to understand it. So, where do you and I meet? We don't meet anywhere. Okay? I serve a God. Okay? I serve a God who is holy. Okay? You subscribe to evil. You serve Satan, who is wicked. Right? So we're not going to speak the same. And it doesn't matter how attractive you think I look to you. That is what you subscribe. You're not going to date me. No, I'm not going to be your friend. Birds of a feather fly together, flock together. Okay? So don't force your Satanism onto me. And just like everybody else who's been talking about you know, like for example, you had that pediatrician on what do you call it? On GB News. She was talking about these two gay men. It's her right to express her views. For God's sake, a child has died. So you think I don't have the right to talk about that? You see the superiority complex? Because you are madmen. You are mad. Okay? So we have to worship you because you are what? What are you? You guys. And as I've said, those people of color who are recruited by these people to do that to your own kind. I hope you've watched what's happened in Belfast. Families, yeah, running away. And you think you are safe? Think again. Think again. Hatred, um, hate speech, it doesn't build a country. It doesn't. So stop the hate speech. Stop using black people or people of color on other people of color, so you are not seen as racist. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for those of you that were listening. You are my spy here. Try and twist what I'm saying. Try and twist it. I know the God of vengeance. He says vengeance is mine. Okay?